In this video I'm going to demonstrate matrix multiplication. Now I have two matrices here, matrix A and matrix B, and we refer to these matrices by the number of rows and the number of columns. We always say the rows first. Matrix A has 2 rows and 3 columns. It's a 2 by 3 matrix. Matrix B has 3 rows and just 1 column. It's a 3 by 1 matrix. It's very important with matrix multiplication, in fact essential, that the number of columns in the first matrix matches the number of rows in the second matrix. If the columns and rows do not match, you won't be able to do a multiplication. So here we go. Matrix A multiplied by matrix B. I'll just begin by copying the two matrices. Now, we start with the first row multiplying the first column, each element in turn. So 4 by 6 is 24, 2 by -1 is -2, 3 by 4 is 12. That gives me one element in the product. Because it was the first row by the first column, it gives me the element in the first row and the first column. Now there's no more columns to continue with in our second matrix, so I move to the second row. The entire row multiplies by the entire column. 1 times 6 is 6, nothing times -1 of course is nothing, and 5 times 4 is 20. There are no more columns to continue with, and there are no more rows to continue with. So we add these together. 24 minus 2, that's 22, plus another 12 would be 34. 6 plus nothing plus 20 is 26. Notice that we ended with a matrix that was 2 rows by 1 column. We had 2 rows to start with by 1 column to finish with. So the number of rows and columns, if you like, we had a 2 by 3 matrix which we multiplied by a 3 by 1 matrix. Now, as I've already said, these have to match. The number of columns in the first matches the number of rows in the second. And what was our result? Our result was a 2 row by 1 column, 2 by 1. It's the outer values. So this can help you to sort out the matrices you start with and the size of the matrix you finish with. Now the final step that I'd like to demonstrate is how to perform this operation on the graphic calculator. So I need to be in the Run Matrix app. Now for a simple one like this, press F4 for maths, F1 for matrices and vectors, and you get preset matrices. I need a 2 by 3. Now there doesn't seem to be a 2 by 3 on offer, so I'll use the choice to set my own dimensions. 2 by 3. And there it is. I'll put in the values. Just use the navigation keys to move around. Now I need a 3 by 1 matrix. I have a 3 by 1 preset here. And the product is 34, 26, just as we got by hand.